Married coworker, F34, wanted me, M26, to sleep with her. She's already kissed me at work. Is it best to quit? Tell the husband? Why me? Let me start by saying, yes, I'm an idiot, and yes, I'm dense. But I really need some advice. I moved to a new location at work a few years ago. I had just broken up with my fiancée because she cheated after 4 years and married the guy a few months after we broke up. So I was in a pretty shitty headspace. I made a connection with one of the women on the sales team, and I was one of her primary service people. Whatever customers she sold or did business, I did her installs and repairs. We gelled pretty well and got along. She was a nice woman with a husband and some kids. We had already built some rapport talking about issues with work, her boss, and the customers. She told me about some of her issues with her husband and their families and some of personal issues she was having. I figured she just wanted someone to talk to, so I listened. Then she started making comments that I should do my EOD paperwork near her so I didn't have to be alone and we could talk, which a few times she would ask me compatibly questions. Then compared me to her husband. One night, I was working alone in the upstairs office after my first day back from vacation. She came running up all giddy about something. She told me about some things that happened and asked about my vacation. She said she would like to stay in touch away from work because we were friends. I initially didn't see an issue, so we traded numbers. Then she lurched up and kissed me. She left blushing like a teenager, and I was stunned. Now things have gotten out of hand. I thought if I just let things go and not acknowledge it, she'd take the hint. I know I should have said something. She's been a little obsessive since then. She grates me at the door when I come in. She has made a big deal about me not answering her texts since I have nothing going on. She's tried to leave when I do to walk out into the parking lot together. She made up an emergency that she needed me to come over to her house on our off day to help with something in my skill set. I didn't pick up on it. I thought she needed help. So I go over and I'm trying to fix what she's talking about, and she comes back out in just her bra and panties and said her husband and kids aren't home. Which, saved by the bell. The garage door started opening and she darted away. Her husband comes in, asks about what the issue is, and she comes back out in her normal clothes and acts like nothing just happened. I said I needed a part, and it's easy. I wrote it down and said he can just plug and play with the part. I was just a deer in the headlights, and I didn't know what to do or say otherwise, so I left. What do I do? Also, I'm just curious, if this can be answered. Does she want an affair in general, or just an affair with me? By the way, my coworker knew I had recently been cheated on and was struggling, so I'm kinda shocked she did this. Edit spelling.